Hey everyone, this is Blake and Dell. We're going to attempt to install the hurricane mulch system. The steps that have started the process include taking the blades off, which everyone knows how to do. If not, I would say your blades are pretty in desperate need of sharpening if you don't know how to take them off. But anyway, we took them off. We're going to take the turbo baffle off. We're going to take the custom cut baffle in the front off. We are going to take that bolt and the other bolt, and we're going to put the hurricane baffle in, and I will do the steps as we go, and you can see. I'm going to take that off and do a little more cleaning before I proceed. You can see we remove bolt A, bolt B. Those are the bolts. These are the bolts they sent to replace, to put this in it, and I'm going to proceed to put that. We will see how well I can multitask here. Guess I should have cleaned up this grass. I've already misplaced a nut. Here we go. And you can see how that looks. Bolts come out pretty easy. I thought with a new mower, it would, so there was no surprise there. I'm assuming if your mower's not too new, maybe some PB blaster or whatever you might prefer to use to loosen bolts. And that's the hurricane baffle. Two more to go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to start on the other two. I don't think you want to watch me install each one, but I will show when all three are installed what it looks like. Okay, so we have the three hurricane baffles installed. We're going to take the custom cut baffle off. 6 bolts. I'll be back with you in a minute. We took the custom cut baffle out. We've installed the first baffle set. Take note, the instructions do not tell you. It does fit up here, up against the frame, into the third hole here, the second hole here. There's a gap here, a gap here. I don't know if that's to allow airflow or what. Maybe I'm just the retard. These instructions suck. Okay, everyone. We have installed the second V baffle. I call them V baffles. There's probably another name in the instructions. We put this one into the third hole, this one into the third hole. Note, I tried to do it the other way as I stop the video as I'm going. The flat edge goes towards the ground, which makes sense. It's kind of level with the back of the deck with the gaps at the top. When you're putting something upside down and you're very tired, yes, I put them on backwards. So take note to the flat edge on the bottom and save yourself the headache. It took me 10 minutes to figure that out. Okay, so we put the center baffle in. Even with the bolts loose, as the instructions did say, you gotta kind of force. You can get the one bolt in and slide this side, that side, and this one to that side, and you still gotta cram it in there pretty hard to get the bolt through. So you cannot just put it up there. There's not enough slack. When you bend it, you can see it goes flush, but to the eye at first you gotta force it. If you don't force it, it won't go in. Alright, so that side is put on. I don't know what hole that is, the third hole, and then it goes into these two right here. Now, it says in the manual to do this first. I just worked backwards. You put it into the hole where the turbo baffle goes, and this bolt that nothing was in there, but there was a hole there. It's up in here. It goes here, and if you guys look, it rests pretty well here. I have this hole and this hole. Your deck might not have it. That's for the operator control discharge. I had to take that off as well. And why I did that, I went ahead and took that out. I believe I'm just gonna sell that. If this kit works, I'm going to use it every day on every lawn and just mulch and see if I can do away with the side discharge chute and not mess around with these mulch beds. That's the whole purpose of buying this and shredding these leaves. But next step coming. Alright, so we put the last piece here. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten the bolts down, and a little tricky with the last piece here, but we'd undo the bolts and put it back. I'll give you a view when it's all done. Alright everyone, so I've kind of given you like a step-by-step each piece I did. I want to go back to the first piece I put on. I said that goes into the second hole and this goes to the third hole. So I was sitting here, I haven't tightened the blades all the way, but I was going and I noticed, like, I'm looking at the gap here and here was different. So I measured from here to here, it was off when those were even. And I had talked about how you have to wedge this. Well, all of that was due to this bolt being put in the wrong spot. So I'd take it all, loosen them all, take this bolt out of hole 2 and put it in hole 3. So therefore, when I tighten this back up, it was very easy. So sometimes when you gotta force stuff, something probably is wrong, but I could have edited that part out and redone it, but try to keep my videos as real as I can and my mistakes, so you guys can see, everyone makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. If you're perfect, I'm happy for you. But they all turn. Notice that they are very, very close. So I have pretty high expectations here. Everything looks enclosed. This is a little shorter, but it allows it to pass through. I'm assuming maybe that's for airflow. Maybe the deck vibrates too much if you have it up here. Scag designed it that way for a reason. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know. It's brand new. This is pretty clean. I like it. I used to having like a chute. You know, I always use the chute and the operator control discharge. Really hoping that I don't need it anymore. So let's talk about a few tools that I used during the installation. I picked up these from the Home Depot. These are your ratchet pieces. They work really good with the baffle, ratchet wrench, ratchet 3/8. This was a 1/2 inch because of the one bolt right here. That's a 1/2 inch. That's my putty knife that Blake was using, and I use the hammer. I guess I should show you the hammer. The hammer I use to hold the baffle from falling on the one side, and I didn't want it to fall on me. I cleaned the deck. I picked up this here wire brush so I could clean around the bolts. As you can see here, from a machine that has 96 hours on it. These are the bolts that come out. They're pretty rusted after only 96 hours. The machine is pretty new still. It's only like a month old now. Just pieces of the operator control discharge chute that I had to take off. We'll sell that sometime. The turbo baffle. I want to thank everyone for watching my videos again. If you own a Scag and you've done the install, this video wouldn't be for you. This is all the years that I have been mowing the other company that I worked for 9 years ago all the way up to 13 years. All we ever did was the same thing I did for the last 8 years until this point, is put gator blades under the deck, and the operator control discharge chute is how I did it with their company. We would just cut a piece of steel and make a bracket and cut it off and just run over the leaves 100 times. Leaves a lot of tire marks. Same thing I've been doing. Buying the Scag, I said, let's try it, see if the mulch kit is better, and I'll probably use the Toro, or maybe I'll go pick up the Lazer Z. I haven't did a video with that, and we'll put the chute down on that mower and do some leaves when they fall next month, or the month after. I'm sure it'll be next month. But do a couple passes with the Lazer Z, and then do a couple passes with the Scag, so you guys can see the difference. And then maybe we'll use the walk behind. I have cut the baffle. If you guys, to give you an idea, you know, if you don't want to spend the $329 on a mulch kit, you can do something like this. What I've been doing for 8 years. 8 years. This was the chute. We just cut it here, and here. This comes straight out, and just bend it, and I'll show you. And I just put it down, and it looks like that. Some gator blades, and drive around for an hour in each account and mulch leaves. Leaves a lot of tire marks. And again, I'm not saying that it doesn't work. I'm just saying that I want to try something different. So I'll keep all of my viewers up to date. And if it doesn't work, you guys get to learn at my expense. And if it does work, then if you guys want it, you can go buy it. But again, thank you for watching. And hopefully the leaves don't fall too soon. I don't want to end the season that quick. Great day.